Eminem is not typically one to stir up some controversy on social media, but he did take to Twitter to air something that has been bothering him for years. It involves Val Kilmer. Just watch this video.
All right, so here, this is like a confessional. I have something on my mind that's been bothering me for years. And I will tell you a little story. 2009, 2010, I was at the VMAs. It was either Music Awards, Movie Awards, something, and my trailer was next door to 50's trailer. And I went to the back to go change for stage, and as I'm taking off my underwear, I look across in 50's trailer, right even with me, is Val Kilmer sitting like this in the chair. And I know he's looking at me, and I know he looked away because he saw me looking at him. I know Val Kilmer saw me naked. I just had to get that off my chest.
So Val Kilmer has actually responded to this.
Oh my gosh, he did?
He said, I was next to Eminem's trailer as a guest of 50, but sadly the only thing I saw was 50 closing Shady's door after they had a visit. There's a joke in here somewhere. So he says he didn't see anything. It
He's
seems
lying.
like it's a different account of what
Those
went down.
are completely opposite. Either you saw Eminem naked or you didn't.
Why would Eminem lie?
He wouldn't.
And Val Kilmer didn't want this to get out.
At the same time, is that how trailers are lined up? Like in the back of shows, where like window to window so you can see the other person?
And also there's no blinds?
I think so for shows like that, right?
There's just a lot of
make
questions
sense.
that like we need answered right now.
Yeah, like both blinds were open. Val Kilmer was chilling,
Just
waiting for a
chilling.
show.
A guest of 50, like what, a movie partnership? I'm interested.
That said, the way Eminem describes this, it sounds real. Like I could
many
totally, like,
details.
I don't know Val Kilmer personally, but I could see him doing something like
Far
that.
too many details for it to be made
Just
up.
staring at Eminem like right in his eyes.
Yeah, and then the classic look away when the
Yeah.
person sees that you're looking.
Right. I mean, that's the thing, Eminem, that would be burned in my brain as well.
Yeah.
I wonder though, why was he taking off?
Underwear?
Yes, that's what came up. Was it a sweaty
Yeah,
performance?
he probably sweating it.
Changing four state, like what was?
He was changing four stage. He was putting on a certain outfit. Maybe he wears different boxer
like there's
underwear
like
type
specific underwear that's more comfortable.
Well, I'm thinking back to
Or no
this was
underwear, or no
2009,
underwear.
right? 2009,
maybe he's
2010.
He wears
You know,
like
this
sweats
was
and stuff.
this was
That's
the era of saggy pants, or
Right.
the underwear coming out.
Okay,
that was like
what?
a big.
2010. That was the era of saggy
that?
pants.
I don't know.
No, like
2010?
2010.
Amir's like, it's
people
still
were wearing
the era
skinny
of
jeans in
saggy
2010.
pants.
This isn't like 2000.
No, I think 2010. Like people were like.
Well, I feel
saggy
like
pants
Eminem
and
kind
they
of
were all wearing
extended the
pipes
life
and
of that
Jinkos.
look.
I know, it was crazy.
Oh, Jenkos.
Yeah. So I mean,
Has anyone ever like walked in on you guys or like seen you like it was just
trying to think
uncomfortable
of like
situation
a person that I didn't want to see me naked. I mean, nobody besides like family, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe like if you're in like a dressing room at a at like any sort of store or whatever, that's happened to me before, where like the lock doesn't lock, but it's the only one open, so you have to use it, and so you're like holding it while trying to like get your pants up or whatever in a bathroom or like in a store changing.
one time I was at camp and I was going to the bathroom, and my friend Amelie like came in to the foyer area, and she was like, Grace, and I was like, yeah, and then she was like, are you in the bathroom? And I was like, yeah, and then she came in and I was peeing, and I was like, hey, and she's like, well, why did you say that you were here if you didn't want me to come in? I was like, because I just thought
It's a bathroom.
It's a closed door. Like I just thought that you would have known that. And
I've had strangers like walking on me while I'm pooping, or like the other way around, and I never know which one's worse. Is it like worse for the person walking in on the person, or the person?
I think it's worse
always
for the person
worse
on the
for the
toilet
person
because you're
going.
so exposed. It's not like you can just get up. You're in the middle of,
That's
you
what
know,
it is. It's
letting
like-
stuff out.
the person that walks in can just be like, sucks to be that guy. So Eminem is that's not the only piece of controversy that he has sort of been stirring around. There have been some dating rumors that he is somehow involved with Nicki Minaj, and they've both been quite coy about this.
Yeah.
But Eminem kind of just blew the lid off of this. He was at Boston Calling, and he addressed the Nicki Minaj dating rumors head on. Let's take a look at this video.
So wait, one more time. Let me make sure so I can actually make this official. How many people in Boston want me to date Nicki Minaj? Well, God damn it, me too.
All right, look. How many of you have had a couple drinks? One or two, maybe?
Yo, hold on. Nikki, if you get this message, just text me later. We'll talk about it.
The greatest love story of our time.
Truly.
Nikki has responded via Twitter. She said, LMFAO with quite a few O's. The fact that he's silly and a goof just like me, love him so much, and we need you on the Queen album. That's where our first date will be, at the studio while I gaze into your beautiful eyes as you write your verse. So I think this kind of confirms that they are not dating.
Unfortunately, I was really excited when I first heard this.
I know, because when I first heard it, it was one of those Twitter rumors that kind of ends up being true.
Yeah.
Like right now, it's Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra are maybe dating, and like those like little quiet, those little quiet Twitter moments end up being a little bit
thing.
true.
Yeah.
And that's how I saw the Nicki Minaj Eminem thing. And now that they've addressed it and they're joking about it, I'm like, it's not true.
But it made us feel good, right?
Made us feel real
And
good.
especially because in her new song, she one of her lyrics is basically something like bagged a white boy or something, bagged an M, as if Eminem.
Yeah,
so
that's
she
how it got
hinted at
started.
it with like a few of her lyrics. So people were freaking out naturally.
I think they could. I think it's possible that they could think the other is cute, and maybe this is just how you flirt when you're famous, just like in front of thousands of people,
or just like write a verse about him.
Just write a verse and just drop. I mean, isn't that kind of what Drake did with Rihanna for however long?
Forever.
And then
she got like super creeped out, and like now she's like doesn't even want to talk about it.
We'll never know the full
That's
story.
what I think. I think he got like way too clingy, and she was like,
it was a lot.
I'm like dating billionaires now.
I still wish that they would be together, but that's my hopes and dreams for Rihanna and Drake.
Right, but I feel like that's sort of what famous people have to do, especially if you're a musician. You can sort of drop hints here and there.
You got to start like a world tour and then like just call out the people that you're in love with on stage.
Do you think that they will end up dating? Do you think they would make a good couple, and do you think people would be behind it?
I think people would be behind it.
We're obviously on board, but there were some boos when you watched that video back.
Yeah.
There were some people that were like, no.
Really?
There were some, not a lot.
Were you there?
But I listened very intently. I had noise-canceling headphones on when I listened to this.
Yeah.
Could pick out the haters.
I feel like they would probably make some really great albums while they were together. And when they broke up, they would make some fire albums and fire songs. Well, so I'm here for that.
In kind of related breakup music news, Mac Miller also dropped 3 songs today, and a lot of people on Twitter were saying like, "Oh, it's happening!" Like it was that gif of
the breakup songs.
Yeah, it was that gif of Michael from The Office being like, "Is it happening? Is it happening now?" Because you know that when you fall in love and when you fall out of love, those are the most passionate times to be writing music. So I think that that's what people are so excited for.
Yeah,
especially since Eminem's most recent album was not the most best of his.
It was not by far.
No,
but I did see him live at Coachella as part of his tour, and he was really good.
No, I mean,
he played like 1 or 2 of the new songs, and the rest of it was just favorites.
I think he's like undisputedly excellent, and I think Nicki Minaj is the same way. So that's why we can sort of critique when some of their work isn't the best, because they have released some of the best work. So that's what we know about Nicki and Eminem, and I hope we know more. I know. I hope it's not true.